G-Day, people. This is Sharpino here, welcome you guys to week 4 of the PMC League Battles. Now, it's obviously late at night, it's 11 o'clock at night, so I'm being really quiet. So we're going to go ahead and just try to get this battle underway, and I'll try to be as quiet as I can. No promises, but as you guys know, I'm pretty loud, pretty vocal about these kind of things, but in this case, I've actually been very, I would say very dense about my voice, because as you guys know, I love to scream and go, what the fuck? But, you know, we got to take control of that and go ahead and actually get this underway. So we'll go ahead and pick our participating team here. So if you guys have not seen the team builder, I would definitely say go ahead and check it out, see what we brought. You can see it right here, but we went ahead, picked certain moves, certain items, what reasons we did that. So like I said, best of luck to my friend over here, my friend the bird, the word is the bird. So very worried about his team, because like I said, his team does have a lot of threats. They've got the Zapdos, they've got the Scolipede, they've got the Blaziken, they've got the Blastoise, a lot of offensive and defensive presence here. So hopefully we can go ahead and make some predictions, and hopefully we can come out with the W on this one. But fingers crossed, we'll just see how we go here. Just give or take what he decides to bring here. So I've read the list of all the Pokemon he could bring, but let's go ahead and see what he's decided to bring here. Okay, so he's brought the Blaziken, the Scolipede, as I predicted, the Nidoqueen, the Zapdos, the Hydreigon, and the Metagross. So no Stunfisk, no Blastoise. Well, that's a little bit disappointing, because I actually had something set for that. So, Blaziken, Hydreigon, Nidoqueen, Scolipede, Metagross, and then the Zapdos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so looking at his team here, obviously he does have a lot of different potential setups here. Like I said, the biggest concern I have is the fact that Scolipede and Blaziken do a bit of a combo setup. So what I'm going to try to do is, I might go ahead and get started off with the Pelipper, because if he decides to bring a Nidoqueen, we do have the Wakamberry in case it does pack that Thunderbolt, and we do have the Ice Beam, so we do have our options there. And like I said, now we've got the Grassium Z, which is really not going to do too much against this team here, honestly. So it was pretty much, yeah, not exactly the best choice, but you know what, it is what it is. Really, the Houndoom, I just put the Grassium Z to kind of check the Blastoise, but considering he didn't bring it, it's now, like I said, it's a bit of a wash, but we'll see how we go here. I mean, fingers crossed, things will still work out, but you know, the Verde is very, very versatile when it comes to battling. If you watch, he does a lot of, you know, Wi-Fi battles and everything. He started with China, perfect, Nidoqueen. That's exactly what I wanted him to start with. So we made the right call. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Pelipper. So really, now that he doesn't have the, now that he doesn't actually have that, the Blastoise, he really doesn't have an answer to a Drizzle boosted Surf. But in saying that though, he could have this China set to have a Thunderbolt, just in case we do try to sneak in some sort of move here. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Surf here. I'm pretty sure Nidoqueen will outspeed us. But I'm going to go ahead and go for a Surf here, expecting this to go ahead and just do some crazy bullshit here. So hopefully we can get some work done here. Now, depending on how invested this China is, the Nidoqueen, it might live the Surf, it might not, never know. So he's going to go ahead and go for a Super Fang. So that was actually a pretty good call on his part to do that. As we go ahead and we do fire off that Drizzle boosted Surf. The question is, will it live though? I'm pretty sure it should do some decent damage, as it does. But now what I'm going to do is, I've got a feeling he's going to swap out now to something else. Something just tells me he's either going to set up rocks and let China go, or he's going to swap into something else. So I don't know if I'm going to go for knockoff to get rid of whatever incoming Pokemon's item is, which I mean would be good. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off a knockoff. I'm just going to expect, as he does have the Thunderbolt. Fuck! God damn it. God fucking damn it. Son of a bitch. Super Fang with the fucking Thunderbolt. So he had both as a prep. Alright, well that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. But we're going to go ahead now, we're going to bring in the Beartic now. We do have the Drizzle up now, which is pretty awesome. unfortunate we did not make the call with the Thunderbolt here, but you know what? We were damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. So now I'm just trying to think, what could he possibly swap into? He could bring in the Metagross, which it actually would be bad if he does actually go ahead and do that. Metagross. If he does bring in Metagross, I could go ahead and go for the swap in with the Snorlax. Or he could predict the Aqua Jet, which I think actually would be a good call if we can go ahead and get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and double it into the Snorlax, expecting him to swap into either Zapdos or Metagross. Either one, I'm expecting him to swap out. So he does swap out, fantastic. Probably X-Puck into Metagross. So we made the right call there, fantastic. Alright, so we made a prediction play right there, kind of just play with it for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off I'm just trying to think. I'm guessing this is going to be his defensive answer. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Earthquake here just to see how much damage this Earthquake does to this Metagross. But I actually want to see what he actually wants to do to us. We do have the Chopper Berry, so just in case he does have some sneaky fighting type move, we do have the Chopper Berry just in case. But like I said, I think he predicted us to stay in with the Pelipper, which is why he did the Super Fang and the Thunderbolt, so he must have calculated that. I'm guessing that he goes straight for that Meteor Mash, so he does give no fucks. He goes straight for that Meteor Mash. That is offensive, and he gets the attack boost as well. Oh, that's fucking terrible. But we're going to go ahead and go for that Earthquake here, and that Earthquake is going to do just over half. So it's not bad, but it's not good either, because now we're just pretty much, he's got the attack boost. He has no reason to swap out here. He really doesn't. He has no reason why he needs to swap out here. So, this is not going good. Like I thought this is not going to go well, and sure enough, that's exactly what's happened. He's got that Meteor Mash boost, and he's already ahead of the game, which I don't like at all. So, I really don't want anything else to take a Meteor Mash, so I'm going to go ahead and just fire off another Earthquake here. He's got no reason to not go for another Meteor Mash, which he does. Obviously, I'd be very surprised if he misses that Meteor Mash, but yeah, that's a lot of damage there for a freaking for a Metagross. That is a lot of freaking damage. Whatever that is so much damage. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap into the Hitmonlee, and we're going to see how much damage we can do with a high jump kick. Now we are scarfed, so that's fine. We can just go ahead and just go. Actually, no. We can go for a knockoff. Actually, that's even better. We'll go for a knockoff, a Choice Scarf knockoff. So we can climb and play around with it for a little bit. Just see how we go here. But he could predict me to either go for the high jump kick or to go for the knockoff. Either way. But if he wants to risk bringing in something else, you know, that's fine. The only thing is, if he brings in something, he's going to go ahead and swap out here as he goes ahead and brings in the Rock, which is that's the Zapdos. So we made the right call in going for the knockoff. So let's see what this damage does. It does Chachi Berry. So that's rocks. So okay. So he was predicting some sort of rocks here. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Tapu Koko. Now, the only thing is, if he has prepped for this and has brought either Hidden Power Poison or Hidden Power Ground, that could be a little problematic, but we should outspeed the Zapdos. I mean, we've invested enough speed that we would outspeed the fastest Pokemon in his team, so we should be fine. But again, this is the Verd, and you know, things always go bad when we go against the Verd, you know, so already he's got the lead, but at this point though, he's got two Pokemon that's very weakened, so I don't know if that's a Choice Band Metagross, or if that's a Choice Scarf Metagross, I don't know. But it's just interesting to see the Metagross, how much damage they did though. Like, that's got some attack investment there, because I mean, I was Impish Nature, so for it to do that much damage, that had to be offensive. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Tapu Koko here, and we're going to get that Surge set up here. Now I'm just curious what the Zapdos, does he want to do? Does he want to go for Substitute? He goes for the Volt Switch, so he made the right call there, going for the Volt Switch. He's probably going to swap into the Scolipede so he can outspeed, which again is going to be a bit of a problem, because that's pretty much the best move he could have done, honestly. Now I didn't want to reveal the fact that Hitmonlee was in fact scarfed, because if we do that, then we leave ourselves open to some bullshit. Pretty much. I'm going to put China, so he's going to bring back in this thing again. So let me have a look at my moves here. So I've got the hidden power. We do have the hidden power ice, which I'm pretty sure with the expert belt should get the job done. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. But we're going to go ahead and get it for the hidden power. Expert belt. That's not enough. What? Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. What is this? Why? Is that a soul-vested Nidoqueen? What the fuck? That is some bullshit if I ever saw any. That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. What the fuck? Why? Why does it do that much? I don't understand. I mean, why didn't it do that much? There has to be a assault vested. It had to be assault vested, but that's fucking... That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit there. So now the question becomes... does he swap? Does he want to preserve the China or does he want to let it go? Let me quickly go ahead and check. So base speed for the Nidoqueen is 76. What's Beartick's base speed? Let's quickly check. Beartick's base speed. What is Beartick's? So that's 76, the Nidoqueen. I'm base 50, so I basically would have to go for the Aqua Jet to kill. Or... Oh wait, I'm Choice Bandit. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Fuck. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. If he decides to swap, he's gonna go ahead and swap, so that's good. We made the right call there. He's gonna bring in X-Pac. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad. So we're going for a Choice Bandit Rock Slide, so that's gonna do jack shit. Jack fucking shit. Man, oh man, that's fucking terrible, man. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. This bullshit fucking X-Pac, man, is just... I just don't understand. I just don't understand. He's obviously prepped that Nidoqueen to be specially defensive. It must have. Otherwise, why would the hidden power ice do nothing to it? Even with an expert belt, even with everything else, it does absolutely fucking nothing. Why? So we're gonna go bring in Houndoom here. As he goes ahead, goes for the Bullet Punch. So predicting us to try to kill. So we made the right call in swapping out into the Houndoom here. I'm gonna go ahead and if he swaps into freaking Hydreigon, we might be in a bit of a problem. If he swaps it back into the Hydreigon. I'm just gonna go ahead and fire up a Flamethrower here, because like either way, he's gonna withdraw into Hydreigon. I should have swapped back into the fucking that's fucking Metagross. That's fucking why? Man, oh man. And I've seen him use the special defensive wall set. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be, so either he's going to go ahead and substitute, or he's going to try to do some sort of crazy bullshit right here. I mean, I've seen him do it before. So what are my options? What are my options? Not much I could do, really. There's not much I can do. Honestly, there really isn't. I could try to go for... No, that's just cheap. I'm not going to do that. I don't think he's going to have substitutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Flamethrower again. And see if we can try and get lucky here. But unfortunately, there's not much we can do against this Medusa. He's going to probably go ahead and go for straight off the Earth Power. So... that's going to get the kill. So that's pretty much a guarantee. Pretty assured that was going to be the case. So with that said though, we should be good to go ahead and bring in the Beartick. Because if it is specially, I'm pretty sure it's got Flamethrower as well, but we should be able to live at least one. So I'm going to go for an Icicle Crash here. If we get 6-0, we get 6-0. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm going to go ahead and just go for a strap the Icicle Crash here. And if he survives, fine, but if he doesn't, that's great. So either way, we've got ourselves a Choice Banded Icicle Crash coming his way. Now, I'm interested to see if he thinks that we're going to freaking do something here. So, it just, again, it comes down to just, you know, he's a better battler than I am. I'm not really a good battler, but, you know, he just, like I said, he predicted me to have Wacom Berry on the Pelipper, and he took all the precautions to make sure the Thunderbolt would kill. It was a Super Fang, took the Surf, and that was it. It was done. So, not much I could have done there, and then he checks fully the fucking, I don't know how or why. He must have been Special Defensive Assault Vested. That's all I can say. that would explain why he survived that hidden power ice from Tapu. That, or unless I've calculated it incorrectly, which I'm assuming is what's happened. So, with that said, I have gone for the Icicle Crash. He can do one of two things. He can either let someone die to my Icicle Crash and then bring the Blaziken set up, and then I'm pretty much fucked. Because I can't do anything to a Blaziken. He's going to go ahead straight for the Flamethrower here. And are we going to live that? Yes, we are. As we go for the Icicle Crash, it is going to come through here. We're not going to get Stick Stowed, at least. Thank fuck for that. Thank fuck for that. As we're going to just go ahead and see that Medusa just drop like a fly. Now, the only problem is, while that fucking Zapdos is around, while that Blaziken's around, I can't do anything. And then basically I've got to lock myself into a move with my Choice Scarf, Hitmonlee, which is pretty bad because Scolipede can just set up for days on me, unless I use Blaze Kick, but then I get walled by Blaziken. And then if I go for High Jump Kick, I get walled by both the Scolipede and the fucking Zapdos. So I get fucked either way. But, man, every time I burst Bird, I get 5-0'd. Every fucking time I burst Bird, I get 5-0'd. It doesn't miss, it's without fail, it always fucking happens. It always happens. So, what I can do is... Oh man, this is just... Fuck. And Medium Mash is gonna hurt like a bitch, so I'm not gonna even fucking try that. I'm Choice Banded. Probably not the best thing to go Choice Banded. Probably could have gone maybe Life Orb, but... Yeah, pretty much have to go for Icicle Crash. Let this thing die. It's gonna probably go for the Bullet Punch. As does, and I could have brought in the Hitmonlee, but I couldn't risk how much damage the Bullet Punch was going to do to Hitmonlee. If it did over half, then I'm fucked either way. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Choice Scarf Hitmonlee here. At this point, like I said, it really cannot do anything. This Hitmonlee is pretty much powerless. The only thing I could possibly do is play for differential. Now the question is, what Pokemon... Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure Stone Edge from this range should get the kill. If he swaps out, that's fine. I have Stone Edge and I'm Choice Scarf. As he goes for the Bullet Punch, let's see how much damage this Bullet Punch does. I'm actually curious to see. Yeah, that's well way over half. As I'm going to go ahead for the Stone Edge, and that's not going to kill. Fuck. Not much I could do there. I was going to try to see if I can hopefully land a crit and get the kill, but I could have gone for the guaranteed kill for differential, but I don't know. I mean, I just got completely walled here, so... Good game to Tampa Bay Frogadiers. Once again, I get owned like a motherfucker by Verd, and I just get completely read like a book. Basically, that's just how Verd works. You know, that does so much damage. I know, I've got to fucking ask him for his spreads after to see what the fuck he did to that fucking Unicorn. So yeah, I get destroyed by the Verd. What's new? Every time I verse the Verd, I get destroyed. It's nothing changed, nothing unoriginal. So yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So if you guys stay tuned for the Wi-Fi battle for next week, and you know, just have some hope. I mean, the differential's obviously going to really take a beating to us, so hopefully we can make up for it in the next couple of weeks. We do take on the Tampa Bay Frogadiers again, and I hope we're not going to get completely destroyed like we did this time, because that was embarrassing. So until the next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later.